We're back once again. Figured this would be a great time for a little hoe packing video. I guess we'd call this Hoe Packing 101. This is how you'll see most guys hoe pack. It is the correct way, I guess you could call it, from the manufacturer. Is you should just put a slight pressure on there, about an inch of deflection in the rubbers, and you just rattle stuff like 10 seconds at a time, on and off. Whether that's 10 seconds or not, I don't know. I personally don't hoe pack this way. The company that I worked at before, they have a very unique way of hoe packing, and I personally am a fan. I wasn't when I first learned, but it's the way to go. It's very, I would say it's hard on hoe packs, hard on motors, hard on rubbers, and a little bit harder on the machine, but it works amazing. It is, when you see guys move them around like this, I mean, the compaction you get is amazing. You really manipulate the ground, you vibrate the crap out of everything. I don't know how many companies actually do this. I know if I did this back home, I'd be murdered. But you get a fair amount of pressure on there. As you can see, the rubbers on the bottom of the cage, I am crushing them a fair bit. I'd say there's a good, what, 3 to 4 inches of deflection in the main rubbers there. You work the dirt, you get a nice polish on it. It does do an absolutely beautiful job. I'd like it if the dirt was a little wetter. It binds together a little more. Creates a much nicer finish, but I can work with this. And I know most hoe pack manufacturers, this is an Allied. Most manufacturers will say, you know, like 30 seconds max at a time that motor should be on, because they do heat up. I've backhoe that I used to run, it was a John Deere 710G. I mean, I just locked that auxiliary hydraulic into on permanently. You know, you could go a good 20 minutes without turning that motor off, put lots of miles on this plate. But yeah, I figured I'd show you guys how we hoe pack here in Alberta. Most of the companies around here will pack this way. Like I said, I mean, it does such a nice job. Yes, it's hard on rubbers. Rubbers do get expensive when you replace them once or twice a year. But, I mean, you can spend a lot of money with bad compaction trying to fix things. Fixing sags and roads around manholes. It's pretty bad when manholes become catch basins all by themselves. As you can hear, most of the hose vibrating. The ground's getting nice and hard there, so I don't really need to pack it as much. It's kind of by feel. I don't know if you can see the oil leaking on this thing. Most hoe packs do leak. I mean, you've got something that vibrates for a living. Those lines will come loose every once in a while. It's not a big deal. So you just tighten them back up. This one, I mean, it's not really leaking, I guess. The hose is a little wet in the back there. As you can see, I'm not really moving the ground too much anymore. I'm just pushing around that fluff on top, trying to give it a really nice finish. The better it looks, you know, people, you know, if you do a good job, people will think, oh, it must be good. I know city inspectors do look at the hoe packing pretty carefully to make sure guys do a good job. They'll hoe pack around a lot of stuff like catch basins, manholes, water valves, fire hydrants. Anything that a big packer can't really reach into, you'll want to hit with a hoe pack. And yeah, I figure I've talked enough through this video. I've seen some fairly decent hoe packing here, I figure. I don't think we have any other videos on the page about hoe packing, so this should be okay. I do have a video from my old channel of digging with the hoe pack that I've received plenty of hate mail from. And yes, I said digging with a hoe pack. Dig up water valve every once in a while. The ground's soft, why not?